All right, let's check that out. It looks like we're going live. We have the live button up there. Everybody, welcome to our workout. We have Karen co-hosting for us right now. And everybody, we are at a new place. We are at a park. This is the San Diego County Park in San Diego. So this is just north of San Diego and then just south of Carlsbad, where I used to live. And you might be able to hear there's kids over there, they're playing and they are having a good time. There's actual an accessible park over here. So they have access for wheelchair access, and kids with disabilities, they can come over here and play at this park. It's a super cool playground. Also, right here, everybody, these are the Miracle League baseball fields. So I am here. I'm at the Miracle League baseball field. This is where Bernie and Clinton play Miracle League baseball. And maybe you in the future, you're thinking, you know what? I want to play on a Miracle League team. Maybe this is where you're going to end up playing baseball. If you do some baseball this year, it could be a really cool place to come out and hang out. So we're going to hang out here today. Let's go ahead and get ready. We got our breathing motto coming up. And oh my gosh, there's playing like concert music over here.
Gary is on.
There's kids over here jumping around. We got Carrie on here. Awesome. We're going to get Carrie set up, and we're going to have two co-hosts now. That's going to be really helpful for me. We got Byron in the house. Lorraine's here. Nick is here. We got some great friends in the house. Who else we got? Samantha, Scott, and Lisa. Yolanda. We got a great group, everybody in here. Let's start off with a sip of water, and then let's find out. We had Nick on Wednesday. He did a lot of breathing mottos. Let's have somebody do the breathing motto. Karen, I'll let you, you can decide if you want me to do it or somebody else.
Who I want you to it, Coach Lon. That sounds good.
All right, here we go, everybody. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. And breathe out the worst. And breathe in your power. So you reach your goals first. Nice job, everybody. Remember that breathing motto? That's us working on oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. So the carbon dioxide's going out, the oxygen's going in. And thankfully for me, I'm surrounded by trees here. So that carbon dioxide is going to go into those trees. Those trees are going to turn it into oxygen and put it right back out there into the air for me. So again, everybody, I'm here. I'm at the Miracle League baseball field. Let's go ahead and get our head and neck exercises going. I'm at a picnic table right now, so that's kind of a familiar spot. If we're at the park or something, or at the ball fields, there might be picnic tables where we can sit at. There's even a spot at each one of these picnic tables, so if you're using a wheelchair, there's a spot for you. You can roll right up and be right here at the table with everyone. So let's go ahead and move our head and neck around the table. We're going to start with going right to left. We're going to go 10 times, so a total of 10. So let's go. We're going to go right and left. There's 1. Right and left for 2. Right and left for 3. Right and left for 4. Right and left for 5. Right and left for 6. Right and left 7. Right and left for 8. Right and left for 9. Right and left for 10. Nice. 10's a lot. 10's a lot when we're going right to left, but you know what? That's probably the right amount we should do each day. At least when we're doing our neck warm-ups, we want to make sure that, again, we're thinking of having that good foundation. So let's go down and up. So here we go. I'm going to bring my head down and then bring my chin up, going down and up. And again, I can breathe in, maybe breathe in, breathe out, in and down, out and up, in and down, out and up, in and down, out and up. Go two more, in and down, out and up. One more, in and down, out and up. All right, so again, side to side, up and down. Let's go ahead now with our head, and this is what I want us to think about. Let's think about like we're looking at a great big tree. And I want you to think about you're following the trunk of the tree and then the branches as they go off in different directions. So every time we'll come right down here to the middle. So we go down and up from the middle. And then when we get here, I want you to go off and follow a branch as far as it can go, then follow that branch down and then back down. So I'm going to go up and then I'm going to follow that imaginary branch up into the sky. And it could go down, it could go up. Not every branch goes up. You could have a branch that goes up. Here's going up a little bit, and then maybe it goes down, and then it goes back up. Who's ever seen a tree like that? I have. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring it again down, looking at the roots, looking up the trunk, and then going up. This is going to be a branch. It's going to be real curvy. Look at that side to side. Oh, I did five of those curves in that branch. There we go, bringing it back down to the roots. Let's go back up the trunk again. Let's go maybe off to this side. And then, oh, this branch is going to wrap all the way around. And then, there we go. And then it's going to go all the way back, bringing it back down. Let's go for one more. Again, looking up. And then this branch is going over here, going up, and then going over all the way, just like Coach Ibley has us do. And then bringing it back down, and to the roots. Remember, when you're moving your head and neck around, you can think about any type of shape and you could move your head and neck around in that shape. And that's going to help to give you that mobility through your neck. Hey, everybody, give Catherine a wave. Catherine's in the house. Hi, Catherine. We got so many of our friends joining us here for this Friday workout. You're on YouTube. It could be any day of the week for you, but for us, it's a Friday. So a lot of folks are maybe excited for their weekend plans. One thing to always be thoughtful of, especially if you're going to be outdoors during the weekend, is drinking lots of water. So let's go ahead and drink some water. We want to make sure we're staying hydrated during the hot days of summer. And even on cloudy days, today's a little bit cloudy, even on cloudy days, you still want to make sure you're staying hydrated. It doesn't have to be hot sunshine to be drinking lots of water. You want to be drinking water all the time, and especially in those hot months of summer. You sometimes don't notice that your body is feeling the effects of the heat. Let's go ahead and move our head around. Let's go one more neat shape with the head and neck. What would be a really cool shape? We spelled out San Diego on Wednesday. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do, I'm thinking, I like that corkscrew shape that we had when I went up the tree.
I
So let's
would
try that out.
think Carlsbad.
Which one? Carlsbad?
Carlsbad or
Spelling it out.
Encinitas.
Oh, that's a good one. Encinitas. You want to spell that out? We could do that. Or we could do Chula Vista. What about Chula Vista?
Yes.
You want to do Chula Vista?
Yes.
Let's do it, everybody. Chula Vista, the fastest growing city in San Diego County. Let's go ahead and start with the letter C. So let's go ahead and do a big letter C with our head going all the way around and then bringing it back down. We're going all the way around and all the way up. Nice. The letter C. Next is the letter H. So we're going to go ahead and go from up top. We're going to go down low, come up, go across, down low, and then back up. Going back down, up, across, down, up. There's the letter H. Now we're going to go with the letter U. So here we go. So we're going to start up high again and go all the way down across the bottom over to the shoulder, going all the way up. And then we're going to drop it back down. We're going to go all the way down, come across the bottom, and then go all the way up. Next is going to be the L. So we're going to start up here at the top like we did with the H, drop it down, and then go across the bottom, go back across, and then back up. And the last letter in Chula is going to be an A. So let's start the A down low. We're going to go up. We're going to go down. We're going to go up and then across. Let's go back down, all the way back up, and then back down for Chula. How many of you live in Chula Vista or around Chula Vista? Who's ever been to Chula Vista? It's a nice place, everybody, and it's getting a cool waterfront. If you're in Chula Vista, get ready because your waterfront on San Diego Bay, that's about to be the coolest place in town to go hang out. I've seen it getting built. It's going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and do Vista. So we're starting up top high. We're going to go down into the middle. We're going to go up all the way to the other side and then all the way down and then up over to this side. Nice. The letter I. So we got up and down, straight up and down, going up and down. If you live in Chula Vista, you could spell Chula Vista every day and you would get your neck working out every day in a really great way. Here's the S. This is my favorite. S, we're going down to the bottom. Now we're bringing it up across the middle, across the top, and got it. All right, we have a T. So we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to go up and then go across and across. Going back across into the middle and then back down. And the last one in Chula and the last letter in Vista is an A. So let's start maybe the A on the other side. We're going to go up, down, up, and across, down, up, and down. Nice job. Everybody, great job with the head and neck. Have a sip of water. We're going to get into our shoulders next, but there's something that I want to show everybody. So we're going to move with the camera over to a new station. So I'm going to show you a little bit around the park, and we're going to go over here to a really cool station. This is going to be like the hand cycle that some of you have maybe seen in the past. So let me go ahead and I'm going to put on my sunglasses here. I have my water. You're going to see the phone's going to move. Let's go ahead and take a look at the baseball field. And then we're also going to go take a look at this next exercise, which is going to be the hand cycle. So check out the baseball field, everybody. Let's first go up here. And, you know, maybe we can even do a baseball exercise. I think we should. So look at this, everybody. This
so
is
nice.
right. Look at this, everybody.
So
This is right
unique.
behind home plate here. And there is the baseball diamond right there. And the pitcher's mound and everything, second base. You know what? Let's do for just a moment here. I'm going to set up the phone over here and let's do some baseball swing warm-ups. So we're going to put the phone. I think I found a good spot for it right there. That looks good. Check that out, everybody. Got a big baseball setup right there. And so remember, with baseball, what do we want to do? Now, you can do this standing up or you can do it sitting down. We want to bring our arms up. So we have our arms up on one side of our body or on the other side of our body, like we're holding a baseball.
Camera met the color of you are all in pink now.
I'm in pink.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with that. Can you still see me?
Yes.
I turned pink.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to be a pink guy. That's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and let's do 10 baseball swings on each side. So let's start with our arms up. We got them behind our head, and we're going to swing and bring those arms all the way around to the other side. So that's crazy. I'm pink. All right, here we go. Let's go for swings. Here we go. Here's one. Nice job. Two. Three. Four. Five. There you go. Bring those arms up, and then you're going to bring them across. Six. So here, if I'm standing this way, you'll see I'm going to go 7. Bring it back. 8. Bring it back. 9. Bringing it back. And 10. All right, now we're going to switch up to the other side. So I'm going to be batting the opposite side for me. So I'll be standing this way, and I'll be swinging across this way right here. So here we go. So 1. Switching it up. 2. Got both hands up over my left shoulder. 3. Now both hands are up over my right shoulder. 4. Nice job. 5, up, 6, bring it up, 7. You can also do a breathing. You can breathe in and then breathe out. 8, breathe in, out. 9, breathe in, 10. Nice job. So remember, when we're doing baseball swings like that, and I'm going to be the pink guy right here, you are thinking about going from one side over to the other side of the body. And I've never been pink before, but I think it's kind of neat. I like being pink. All right, let's get in here.
Cool.
Yeah. How about now? Am I back to regular color? I think so.
Yeah,
All right.
you are regular now.
We'll come back to the baseball field, but I want to show everybody something that's really neat over here. And again, we're at a really cool park. Look, here's a playground over here. There's a slide. There's a rock climbing wall. There's things you can hang on. Look at all the seating for Miracle League over here. But check this out, everybody. This is what I want to show. Some pretty neat stuff here. All right, so first let's look at this right here. So this is shoulder. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah. Shoulder stability and abdominal strength exercises, wheelchair accessible. And so this one right here, this is where you can sit in your wheelchair and you can pull up and down. You can use this for pull-ups with your hands. And then you can also use it for pushing. So you can do a push and you can push in and push out. And so that's something that we've done before where we're moving our arms in and out like the W. Now look at this one, the low crossover. So if you're sitting in your chair, you can reach over and have your hand push on the other bar. And then this one's the abdominal push. And this is where you're pushing forward through your chest. So you're trying to push kind of the whole machine or this whole box, you're trying to push it over. Let's check this thing out right here next to us here. And look at this. This is the rowing machine. So who's ever seen something like this before? Like when we're using the bicycle, like we saw at sports camp. So what I want to do, everybody, is we're going to use this rowing machine here. Now there's one over here. If you're a wheelchair user, it's a little bit lower down. And then right here, you can see there's this one right here. And check this out, everybody. This thing goes around and around. And so let's fix this camera up. Let's get a good angle here. And what we're going to do, this would be some super cool stuff to do. What we're going to do is let's go all the way to 40. 40. So if you don't have one of these, you're just going to be going with your arm and you're going to be pretending that you're moving this around and around. All right. So here we go. We're going to go to 40 and you got your hands are going to go on the handles. Chris Hill does this down at Supizio Center. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Woo, everybody, again, moving that around. It's a good core workout. It's also going to work out your biceps, your triceps, your forearms, your shoulders. Everybody's going to get it. Also, look at this. There's a knob here on the side where you can make it harder and easier. And just all you got to do is turn that little
Going
knob.
at that.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat, everybody. All right. So look at this. So here's another side right here. And this is, again, the one that if you were sitting down, you could use this piece right here. So everybody, what I want to try to do is to show you some of this park here. And it's a pretty big park, but there's some really cool areas that I want to show everybody. So what I'm thinking we can do is let's bring up Nick. And Nick, we'll put you on the spot. Let's bring you up for maybe about 2 or 3, 4 minutes and to do some leadership with the shoulders, in the arms, in the core. And while Nick's doing that, I got to go and get my water. I set my water down, and now I got to find it. Where'd I put my water? And then where did I put it? And then we'll bring up after Nick. We'll bring me back up, and I'll be in a good spot. I don't know where my
Hey
water went.
everyone.
Hey Nick, what are we going to start off with?
We doing one up, one down. 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 And now that we devastating at the same time. They do the up, they do down, they do one up and one down. The other one up, the other one down, one up and in between. And then down, and then the other one up, in between. Down, do them up, do them down, do them up, do them down, in between. Did they didn't win? Did the one that didn't win? The other died? Now they alternate. One down, one up. Alternate. And now they do we debated one down, one up. And then they do ever the forward, one forward, one backward. Oh, they did tough. They the backward. One backward, one forward. Oh, they did hard. They do 5, 40, 2, and 1. They do the so they do it. One died. They do down low. We then the bad word. They do out to the side. Do it out east. They the bad word. And now they're doing fun out the body. We tend to reboot. And now they're the overhead. Backward. They go to the other side. They go down low. One day and the other day. They do it out east. They do out to the middle. Forward and backward. They're doing fun out the body. Forward and backward. They do overhead. They will at a party wave. Backward. And now they do put down low. Backward. Out to the side. Out the backward. They're doing fun. That we put it. Oh, I don't need to feel it, everybody, in my shoulder and my dildo. They do overhead. And then when I down to 5, we do it high. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. They don't do it I. They don't do it Y. They don't do it T. They do it A. They do it W. And then M. W. Y. T. I. X. The other X. B. One up. One I, one A. The other day, I and A. T and Y. The other D and Y. Then we do M the other way. They do add and B. And the other add and B. They do N1 and we that. Now they double our door. They do a door do it, where the armpit do it, and then they do stay that. The do it 15 to 10. We do N1. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On the week and 5 stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now they put the 4-point week. See, part weight week that we back down there. They do 5 and 5. Do it and 1. The part. Do it week. Then we back and then do out that. That 1. The part. Do it week. Then we back and then do out that. That other one. The part. Do it week. Then we back and then do out that. The part. Do it week. Then we back and then do out that. 2. The part. Do it week. Then we back and then do out that. 3. The part. Do it week. Then we back and then do out that. 3. The part. Do it week. Then we back and then do out that. 4. The part. Do it week. Then we back and then do out that. 4. 1 more. The part. Hold it. 2 week. Hold it. Then we back and then do out that. The part. 2 weeks. Then we back and then do out that. And now they will high knee with the part. So we do high knee with the part. High knee the other way the part. High knee over way the part. And the other knee the other way the part. They do 5 and 5. They do and 1 the high knee with the part. 1 high knee with the part and 1 high knee with the part. 2 high knee the other way the part. 2 high knee with the part. 2 high knee with the part. 2 high knee over with the part. High knee the other overhead. High knee with the part. High knee with the part. High knee over with the part. Honey. Oh, wait the butt. Do more. Honey. Where the butt? Honey. Where the butt? Honey. Where the butt overhead? Honey. Where the butt overhead? Mama. Honey. Where the butt? Honey. Where the butt? Honey. Where the butt? And honey. And where the butt? And oh. The last one they put on our land.
You gonna go one
would
more,
do
Nick?
a weight hold.
Ooh, breath hold.
They do
How
it.
long?
Hey Don, I want you to pick the number, please.
You
That
want me
will
to
be
pick?
very tough.
You want a tough one? Let's go for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody. 30-second breath hold. Nick's going to talk us through it. Look at this behind me, everybody. Look at this. This is a suspension bridge. Oh my gosh. And let's see if I can hold my breath while on the suspension bridge, while walking across the suspension bridge. When I get to the end of the suspension bridge, that'll be the end of 30. So are we ready?
John, I've wheeled on one of those.
You've been on one of these? Oh, that's so cool. I was going to say, you could absolutely have a wheelchair on this suspension bridge. It's wide enough and it's strong enough.
Yeah.
You
Just
are,
don't look down.
you are on side by side. I believe
Okay, perfect. So let's do a 30-second walk down the suspension bridge. When I get to the other side, that's when the 30 seconds will be up. Nick, go ahead and give us our countdown.
All right, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and breathe in, and breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out, and breathe in out.
And relax. Ooh, a suspension bridge breath hold. Everybody, look at this lizard. There he went.
11:33 and
Perfect.
water break from Cara.
Oh, nice. Good job. Let's do a water break. Everybody give Nick a round of applause. He just did a terrific leadership job with the shoulders and working the core. So he had a lot going on there. And everybody, while Nick was doing that workout, like I said, I was going to move out here to where the main park is, where the hiking trails are. And look at this here. There's suspension bridges. There's huge homes. Some of the biggest homes in San Diego are out here. People live in homes that are like as big as the Gerber Center, or like as big as Sopecio Center. That's just their house. It's incredible. And they're all over. And look at this, everybody, over this way. 2 suspension bridges. And then there's these rocks, and there's an area where we can even do like hiking and climbing up and down the side of the wall here. Let's go down and check it out. We'll come down here. So again, everybody having a little bit of a water break, kind of cooling down after Nick with, again, all those high knee witches pots. I really thought that was cool, Nick. And look at this trail right here, everybody. We're around a lot of native California plants, which is really neat. And check this out. When you get down here, look at this. They actually have like a ladder for climbing up into this. So let's go up this ladder. Let's see what's up here. And so we're going, oh, look, another lizard. Look how big that lizard is, everybody. That's a big lizard. And he's just hanging out, being a lizard, having a good time, enjoying the park. Oh, and look at this. Here's another Here's another ladder. So let's go up this ladder. See, is there another lizard up here? No, no other lizards up here. Coming all the way around. So sometimes when you go out on hikes, there might be some obstacles. And again, this is part of the reason why we like to do our exercises and strengthen our body up to be the strongest it can be, so that when we do have an obstacle, maybe it's a hill that we have to roll up and we have to push and work with a team, or maybe it's a ladder where we have to balance and step and have strength in our legs to push up. There's all kinds of things on a hike. Ooh, there's a blue dragonfly. Did anybody see that? Blue dragonfly just came to the screen. But these little stations, and a lot of parks here are going to have exercise stations like these. These exercise stations allow you to use the horizontal bars. And even in this case, there's a diagonal bar. And they give you on exercises that you can do. Start off with this diagonal bar.
In the out now.
What's that?
Oh, Sean, you have to repeat yourself. You were in and out.
Oh, okay. I was just talking about how we're going to use these bars. Okay. So with these bars, they're all over the place. You're going to find bars like this at parks and exercise stations. And this bar here is a diagonal bar. So it's higher up here. Look at that. It's all the way up here by my waist. And when you get down here, look at that. It's all the way down here by my leg. So there's a couple things that we can do with a bar like this. I'm going to do two different things with it. I'm going to do one with my upper body, and then I'm going to do one with my lower body. So I'm going to start with the upper body exercise. And if you want to do something like this with me, let me show you what it looks like. So I'm going to stand over the bar and I'm going to do a push-up with my hands, and then I'm going to switch my hand position and then do another push-up. And I'm going to have different hand positions going in and out like this. So, oh, is something biting me? Or something just bit me on the neck. Oh, well.
Are you okay?
See it? Yeah. Did you guys see it? I don't know what it was.
No.
It probably wasn't. It probably didn't bite me. It might have just was crawling on me. So what we're going to do, if you're doing this with your imagination, is take both your hands, put them in the middle of your body, kind of make them together. We're going to go in and out. Actually, we're going to go in, out here, and then you're going to switch them and then bring them in and then go out and then do another switch. So we're going to be switching top hand and bottom hand and then doing kind of like a push-up exercise. So it's kind of fun. You can do it on these horizontal bars. So I'm just going to come up right here. I'm going to lean across the bar. I got my hands on the bar right here. So I'm going to go down and up, and I'm going to do a push. There's one. Maybe bring my hands down here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of like the inchworm. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if I can get this one. Oh, 10. Now that's kind of a neat way of pushing, because you're moving your hands closer and further away from your body, and you're changing up which hand is on top and which hand's on the bottom. So kind of a neat way of doing that exercise. And again, having the switch with which hand's up, and again, which hand might be high or low. Now, another thing we can do with this, and this is one that if you're standing and if you're able to even jump just a little bit, you might be able to get yourself to where we're going to go over the bar. And so it starts with just leaning onto it, putting our hands on the bar, and it'll help if you have one hand going this way. So these knuckles are out there, and one hand this way. So these knuckles are out here. And then I have my body, and I'm just going to go side to side over the bar. Now, what this is going to do is not only help me with moving my body over the bar, but it's going to get my shoulders kind of moving from side to side. So my shoulders are going to move over like this. So if you're in a seated position with this one, that's what I want you to do. You're going to hold your hands together like this, and you're going to move your shoulders over from side to side. So think about maybe like moving your body one way and your arms the other way. That's kind of like the witch's typewriter, isn't it? Because it's like a witch's pot, but instead we're going over side to side. And again, we're trying to shift the movement in our shoulders. So here we go. I'm going to do 10 of these. So I got my hands on the bar and I'm just going to go and I'm going to work this from a step to a jump. So this is 3. And now I'm kind of doing like the 1 foot hop where I'm just going to hop over it. 5, 6. And then if I wanted to, 7, I could try to do a big jump. 8, 9, 10. And so that can be very, very difficult, which is why the bar gets lower. It allows you to make it easier so you're not having to jump up maybe as high. You're doing kind of a low jump. But let's go ahead now and turn the camera over this direction. And you
Hey,
can even
Coach John, before you leave the bars, I have a challenge for you.
What's your challenge?
Walk on the bars.
To walk on the bars?
Yeah, like gymnastics. The
On which one? On the 1 or the 2?
On the one.
Safe
On the 1 bar?
outside. I
can
always think about safety.
Let me make sure that's safe and then I'll try it out.
Okay.
Everybody, what we have over here are the parallel bars. Now these parallel bars, they're going to allow you. So if you were in a wheelchair and you wanted to use these parallel bars and you're in your wheelchair, you could still roll your wheelchair kind of right up to the bar right here. And you could do a lot of leaning and pressing, just like we saw down at the accessible playground. There's going to be wheelchair activities that you could do on this one. One of the things you might be able to do is actually roll your wheelchair to where you would be able to come up and kind of come through the parallel bars and then maybe even do like a pushing situation on these. So Carrie's done a lot of these before. Carrie's really good at doing these the push-ups using her armrest. I'm going to do the push-ups here using the parallel bars, but I'm going to use my legs to help me out too. So what I'm going to do with my legs is I can do a squat where I can go down and up doing the squat, or I can have my legs in a split. So 1 foot's in front, 1 foot's in back, and I can lower down and push up. And so that's going to help me with a push-up. Carrie, when she does it in her wheelchair, she's going to be pushing all her body weight up. And so again, down and push. And you can do this with your feet on the ground, or if you were very strong, you could do this even with your feet off the ground. But let's go ahead and go for 20 push-ups. If you want to do this along with me, you could do push-ups on the ground. If you had maybe some chairs, you could do a chair dip. If you had horizontal bars, we could do a horizontal bar dip. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do 10 and 10. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So we're going 1 and 2. So I'm lowering down. 3 with my legs. 4. And then using my arms. 5 to slow me down. 6. So I don't go too fast. 7. I don't want to go down too fast. 8. 9. So I want my legs to help. 10. And then I'm going to switch feet. So now this foot will be in front. This foot will be in back. Here we go. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. This is the bar dips. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Nice job. So again, the bar dips are going to have our elbows kind of going back. Our triceps going to be working a lot, our shoulder, and then we're going to be pushing ourselves forward. Now, another thing we can do on this, again, if I want to work on my standing posture and maybe my leg swings, I could hold on to both of these and I could do a nice leg swing here where I'm balanced between the bars. So let's do a leg swing or an arm swing. You could swing your arms. Let's go for 10 and 10 with each leg. So here we go. So let's get it swinging. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to switch to the other leg. Go ahead and switch to your other arm. Get it swinging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Neat. Now, another thing I can do in here, we'll do one more. And this is something we've seen from Alicia. Nick has done this too. And this is that backwards kick. So if I wanted to do that backwards kick, I could use the parallel bar. I could lower myself down and then bring that leg up and kick back. So what these are going to give me is a way to kind of support my body and to allow me to bring that leg up behind me. So there's one. Let's go for 10 of these. 2, going down and up. 3, reaching out. 4, I'm trying to touch my leg. 5, to that bar in the back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Now again, that one, you could use that on like a forward bar too, where you could let yourself fall forward a little bit and push up. And that's going to use your push-up skills, your shoulders, your triceps, but it's also going to get you tipping. So it's going to get you feeling that sensation of coming closer to the ground and then having to stop that and push yourself back up. If you get in the middle of this whole rectangle here and you can't get out, you might have to get low. And again, this is when we're doing like the low body circle or the ground touch. That's what that exercise could help you with. If you're doing the ground touch, you might have to get down underneath the bar and then push back up. So let's have a water break, and then I'm going to accept Carrie's challenge. I'm going to see if I can do what she challenged me to do, which was to walk on this bar and look at, again, the beautiful park that we have here. It's so nice. It's so neat here. I love all the natural plants. And look over in here, I don't know if you can see it, but over in there is like a little cave. It's like a little place where if you were like a kid, you could go in there, you could get out of the sun. It's kind of a neat little shady spot.
And time back 11:47 right now.
Awesome. All right, there we go.
Well, Sean, what park are you at?
So it's called San Diego Park. And it's up here, right by kind of where Bernie lives, up by Del Mar, in the north part of San Diego. So just north of San Diego. It's a really cool park. And it's a good place to ride. So that could mean riding horses or maybe riding bikes. I think both would be cool, but I would bet riding horses here would be incredible, everybody. Riding horses would be incredible. Okay, so we're going to talk about balance for a second. And balance, there's two ways of balancing. One is balancing your body, right? Balancing your body would be something like standing on one foot maybe, or doing an exercise where you're moving on like maybe an obstacle course. Or if you're in a wheelchair, you might be like rolling yourself along a path that might be kind of narrow. So you're kind of balancing the side to side action. There's also balancing an object. So, balancing, a good place to hide. Yeah. So if I was balancing an object, this is me balancing my water on my hand, on my fingertips. I could balance the water. Look at that on the back. Oh, that's tough to do. I could balance it, but I can do it. On the back of my hand, I'm balancing. I could balance this on my elbow. Look at that. I'm balancing this on my elbow. So there's a lot of ways that we can balance. So what I want you to do is either I want you to try to balance with me. If you're standing and you can balance on your legs, I want you to try to balance on one leg. If you're sitting down, I want you to try to find an object that won't spill. So not an open cup. Don't pick up anything that could spill or break. But I want you to try to balance it maybe either in your hand, or maybe I showed you here on top of my hand, or maybe even on my elbow. We've seen Byron. He's done balancing on his shoulder before, which can be very tough. Look at this. Shoulder balance. That's tough. We've even seen Byron balancing things on his head before, which is very tough. So if you want to try those out, you can try those out. But I'm going to try to balance, and Carrie wants me to try to walk on this bar. Now, I might be able to do that. And so, but I don't know. And so that's a perfect challenge. The perfect challenge, Carrie, she doesn't know if I can do it or not either. That's why she gave me the challenge, and it was appropriate. It was very good of her to try to give me a challenge that I'm not sure about. And so for me, my confidence level is kind of in like the middle. I don't know if I can do this, but I think I might be able to. And that reminds me a lot of Nick the other day when he was doing his ultimate strength test. he did an incredible job. Now, one thing when it comes to balancing,
1150.
1150. When it comes to balancing on a thing, one thing you got to
I
think
have
about.
confidence in you, Coach Sean.
Oh, look how hard this is. Look at this. This is super tough. And so one thing I'm doing is, look at that. I'm focusing my attention and I'm walking. I took 2 steps. That kind of counts. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at a part of the bar that I'm standing on, and that's helping me to balance. You can notice I'm not looking at the camera right now because that would distract me and I would fall. Also, look at my arms are doing like teacups and coffee pots. And that's, whoa, the wind's trying to blow me off.
So I'm helping your balance here.
Absolutely. Karen is right. The arm's helping my balance. And oh, I made it and I jumped for that bar. That's better than I thought, everybody. Thank
Try
you, Carl.
to stay
Be careful.
careful.
Thank you.
Good job, Joan.
Thank you, Carrie. I was being very careful with that. That's
Yeah.
not something that a lot of people would be able to do if the first time they tried. You've seen Nick. He's been doing that obstacle course. What I just did right there is very similar to Nick. Nice. Thank you, Nick. To when Nick's doing that obstacle course. Now, Nick, you saw me too, where I was focused. Remember how I told you, you don't look down at your feet. You kind of look in front of yourself. When you're balancing, if you're worried about falling down, one thing you don't want to do a lot of times is look down. Because if you look down, you are going to fall down. You'll end up falling down to the ground. Good challenge. That was a really great challenge. Let's do one more exercise over here. I'm going to move the camera just one more time. I'm going to put it over here. And on this next challenge, let's go ahead and do a push-up challenge. So with this one here, let me see where I can hook up this camera. I got my new camera mount. It's kind of neat. It's been working pretty good for me. But I got to flip it around.
1152.
Okay. We got just enough time for maybe one more good exercise here. There we go. We got the camera set up and the sun's coming out, which is kind of neat. And that's going to give us a little more light. So here we are, everybody, at a classic parallel bar. Now, this is a parallel bar. It's parallel to the ground. And this is a parallel bar. It's parallel to the ground. This would also be called a horizontal bar. And so that's right. We got people talking about the fitness social tonight. What I want us to do is we're going to do 10 push-ups and then 10 pull-ups on the horizontal bar. So we're going to be at an angle. And if you're doing this with me, it's going to be 10 chest presses. And then we're going to reach up and do 10 pull downs. So we're going to be pulling down and then bringing our arms up and then pulling down. Let's go for 10 and 10. And I'm going to do them on the horizontal bar here. So I'm going to stand here. And you could do this in a wheelchair. If you were rolling up to like this bar, you could get into where you could lean in and to where you could be able to pull back. So here we go. So we're going to go down and up. And you can see my elbows are kind of going back as I go down. So here's 3. And I'm lowering myself down to where my chest is just about to touch the bar. 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7. Keep pressing with me. Keep going. 8, down, up, 9, down, up, and 10. So there was 10 presses. Now we're going to do the 10 pulls. So with the pulls, I'm going to go under the bar and I'm going to pull up. So there's 1, up for 2, up for 3, up for 4, up 5, up for 6, up for 7, up for 8, up for 9, and up for 10. So remember, that's going to work out my biceps, my shoulders, and my core. The push-up is going to work out my triceps, my shoulder, and my core. So remember, a lot of the exercises we do, these are all core workout exercises. And if you're at a park like this, you might be able to add a couple of them into your hike, into your activities, into the things you want to do. So let's go take a look at that suspension bridge one more time. And then we'll do the breathing motto from maybe somewhere on the suspension bridge or maybe on the other side, looking out. Go across this suspension. Look, there's 2 suspension bridges, so let's do them both. And here we go. So we're gonna go up. Oh, this is a short one. And look at this. And look how it kind of wobbles a little bit. Carrie, was the one you're on, did it kind of move when you were on there?
Yeah, I was on the one that has all those key locks on them.
Oh,
That has
that's
like
neat.
messages on them.
Yeah. Oh, that's so neat. And here's the other one. Here's the big one. Oh, that's a great idea, Carrie, because that's it. People kind of, that's where they like lock their love, you know?
Yeah.
When people are in love, yep, they lock the key on the bridge.
It did
And look at these.
call lock your breath, I believe so.
It's somewhere, I forget where it is in San Diego, but I've been on it.
Incredible.
Ben's been on it too.
Let's see if we can walk over here. We have enough time. There's a place called the Hawk's Nest. Let's go see what the Hawk's Nest could be. And we're really close to it. And so we'll do the breathing motto from the Hawk's Nest. We got kids on a hike right here. They're coming through. Y'all seen anything cool? Nothing yet? That might be good though, right? That's a good thing, right? No surprises. Yep. Here we go. We're going.
Amuse everyone so we can do it through breathing motto.
Oh, we could do a group breathing motto. Let's do it, Karen. That's a great idea.
Okay.
Did you hear that? Karen just had one of the best ideas all day. We're going to do a group breathing motto, and we're going to up here from the Hawk's Nest. Look at this, everyone. This is the Hawk's Nest, and it's a lookout tower. And maybe this is where the hawks come and they look around the park. And look at this. We're up here in its nest. Oh, and this is showing us some of the animals that are around here. Look, check this out. Here's the red-shouldered hawk. There's the bobcat. There's a rattlesnake. Ooh, you got to watch out for that one. Over here, they show you the coyote. Look at that, the cottontail rabbit and the California quail. We have quail at our house. And called the Western scrub jay. Let's see what the Western scrub jay sounds like. Look at this little box. You can push a button. The Western scrub jay. That's what it sounds like. Let's see what the coyote sounds like. Coyote. Let's see what the hawk sounds like. The red-shouldered hawk.
Happy 58.
Oh, pretty neat.
Unmute everyone, okay? Okay.
Yeah, it sounds great. Here we go, everybody. We got it's talking about the red-shouldered hawk over here.
Hey, John, I've been to that park before. I remember.
You've been here.
Yeah, with my family, long time ago.
terrific.
I remember.
Here we go. Are we doing it as a
Here we
team?
go, everyone. And bye.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Breathe in the good. Breathe in the good.
Breathe
out the
Happy.
Breathe
Breathe the happy. Breathe out. Breathe the
Breathe
in your best. I'll see you tonight.
John,
See you
everybody.
tonight.
Bye, John. Bye, Nick.
Tonight, here we go.
Bye, Samantha.
Bye, Carla. See you tonight.
See you tonight. Bye.
Bye, everyone.